That's why, also why these speckled birds. And it goes deeper. It goes into 2/3 versus 1/3 as well, like the other nations, like Ham. I'll make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. Verse 8. And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of a great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. You know, they slayed us literally and spiritually. You know, they are the people and kindreds and tongues and nations, man. And they are the people and kindreds and tongues and nations, verse 9, shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. You know, place where we was held in captivity. This is all symbolic talk. Verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. Well, who? The so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans. The southern and northern kingdom is and scattered as well, speckled birds. You know, southern and northern kingdom, man. The two prophets represent the southern and northern kingdom. The southern and northern tribes. They lie dead in the street of the great city, man. And they verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. Oh, calm, man. For 3 days and a half, the same thing. That's the same time period that's spoken of in Revelation 12. Time, and half a time, you know. Time is in half a day. 3 days, right? 1 day. 1 day. What? 1 day. You know, 1 day, 1600, like symbolizing that first 100 years. 1619, when that first slave ship arrived, man. 1619, you know, this was when all the 12 tribes was being put in submission when it started. When, because the Northern Kingdom was being put in submission before that. Then you had Southern Kingdom still ruling. This was a major event in taking down the Southern Kingdom. And then you have, yeah, you know, this was that major event. That's why you count from 1619. You know, the 16th to 1719. First day, second day, 1719 to 1819. Okay, days of hardcore chattel slavery. Third day, 1819 to 1919. Days of hardcore chattel slavery to basically emancipation transferred into the hands of the elites. 1819 to 1919. And then and a half. 1919 to 1969, when this truth started to be pushed out like that, man. Slight correction on the last part. 1969 And after 3 days and a half, verse 11, the prophet, the spirit of life from power Yahweh, entered into them. And it adds up because that's when Abba Bivens was going out there, man. Right? Yeah, that's when he was out there, man. And then those wicked niggas put him to death. That's when he was out there preparing the way, and he did. You know, he prepared the way for this truth. Then he had others that came after him. You know, King Masha, aka Malak Dawadah, King David in Hebrew, and others. And the others that came after him, High Priest Yaakov, you know, aka Aaron, etc. And then the apostles learned from them, and they, you know, the elders learned from them. You know, the elders of GMS that's over there in Connecticut learned from them, and then, you know, the rest of the elders learned from them. We learned from those men. You know, like GMS and like-minded argument. Because it ain't about a camp name. It's about doctrine. You know, me for the record, I'm not a GMS member. I'm like-minded. I'm a like-minded brother. But hold on. And they that dwell upon the earth, even though I do go to a GMS camp, like I'm not like officially a part of them. And the dead bodies shall, like, it's a whole process of that, but like to be a part of it, like it's a whole process. I haven't completed it, so I'm gonna tell you about it. But let me continue. And they of the peoples and kindreds and tongues. Wait, hold up, yeah. And after 3 days and a half, verse 11, the spirit of, because I already went over that. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from power Yahweh entered into them. They stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them who saw them. Yeah. So, whole point of me bringing this out, we're waking up where? Mainly in Babylon. First place we was waking, Jacob's being woken up. Where? Babylon, NYC, America. You know, this city, America, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. You know, come on now. Memphis, Egypt, Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis on the Nile, Memphis on the Mississippi. Phoenix, a mythical Egyptian bird. You know, that area called the Valley of the Sun. Come on. New Egypt, a part of Illinois called New Egypt. It's also a city in New Jersey. Yeah, it is. Obelisks everywhere, that pyramid on the dollar bill. Obviously, Egypt, man. Yup. Phoenix is the capital of the southwestern U.S. state of Arizona. Known for highlights include the desert botanical garden displaying cacti and numerous native plants. So, the cactus is the same shit. Cactus, so it's called the Valley. Okay, anyways, so it's called the Valley of the Sun. Right? Valley of the Sun. It sound like it's straight out of Egypt, bro. Come on, think about it. Oh, yup. That's because it kinda is, man. Valley of the Sun Kings. Egypt was known as Sun Kings, but you get the point. Valley of the Sun Kings. And Egypt was a major worshiper of the sun, sun god Ra, right? It's a major deity that was worshipped by Egypt. Sun Valley, sun temples at Abu Ghraib, Tur, Egypt. Egypt is known for being a civilization that worshipped the sun. Obelisks, the Washington Monument. It's a shaft of Baal, obelisk is a shaft, or Ra, same thing. All Baalisk. Really, they're connected, connected to Nimrod, the sun god. All the male deities of the pagans is connected to Nimrod and Tammuz. And all the female deities of the pagans is really, it's just records of it. The similarities are not accidental. Although the pagan, which, they're demons, man. Ultimately, Nimrod was was viewed as the physical manifestation of Satan, of the spiritual demon Satan by these heathens. And ultimately, Esau, man. And Ra was just like another version. But anyways, you have that. It's etymology. Baal, man. It literally means Baal's shaft, or Baal's origins there, man. And then you have what? You have a pointed pillar, which it goes into even further. Pierce the sky. The Egyptians called them Tekhenu, which means to pierce the sky. Obelisk. Let me get it, bro. It's pre-Greek, so it's not obeliskos. It's pre that. Diminutive of obelos, split pointed pillar, needle, brooch, obelisk bar middle uses a corner weight of word of uncertain origin. According to Beak, he's clearly pre-Greek. Like the Washington Monument is an obelisk. Yep. The obelisk or Tekhenu to ancient Egyptians first appeared in Old Kingdom Egypt 2649-2150 BCE, and around 2300 BCE. The shape of those obelisks may have been representational. Of course, they're gonna say that plausible deniability. May have been. It was. They know, they've done research. With the shaft functioning as a pillar, it's. Come on, man. Come on. That's a phallic symbol. That's what it is. Oh, the sun god. Yo, in these parts of the ancient world. It's from Wikipedia. Phallic agriculture. You know, and they get it from another source. Asserting male sexuality and orgasm. So that's yeah, the phallus. You know, which is Satan, bro. You know, them Hamites was bugged out. And this is New Egypt all over again. Ruled by Edomites instead. But hold on. Let me go back to the scriptures. But yeah, you know, showing you this place is pushed it, but this place pushes it like this place is Rome all over again, anyways. It was pushing Sodom like that. It's being pushed hard here in Babylon, very hard. Hold on.